Good morning, everyone. I am Norhana Sungsongagyani of BSED English, and I'm going to tackle with you the module 23, which is about socio-emotional development of intermediate schoolers. Let's start. Let's start with the outcomes. At the end of this module, you should be able to identify the followings. Identify the socio-emotional characteristic of a child in their late childhood stage. Determine the qualities of a family life that affect older children's development, including changes in family interactions. Interview a parent regarding their children's socio-emotional development. Introduction. At this period of socio-emotional development, children are spending less time in the home. The bulk of their time is spent outside the home, either alone or with other children, rather than with adults. All children have already familiarized themselves with other children. They are already used to interacting with different ages and gender. For many of them, this social network are not only source of social support but also different form of learning. Understanding self-competence, self-identity, and self-concept. One of the most widely recognized characteristics of this period of development is the acquisition of feelings of self-competence. This is what Erikson referred to when he described the development task of middle childhood. The social crisis, industry versus inferiority. Industry refer to the drive to acquire new skills and do meaningful works. The children should have the growing sense of competence. The children's definition of self and accomplishment vary greatly according to the interpretations in the surrounding environment. Varied opportunities must be provided in order for children to develop a sense of perseverance. They should be offered chances to both fail and succeed, along with sincere feedback and support. During late childhood, children can now describe themselves with the internal and psychological characteristics and traits. They most likely employ more social comparison, distinguishing themselves from others. In dealing with other children, they show increase in perspective taking. Emotional development. The same with the other areas of development, children in this stage show improved emotional understanding, increased understanding that more than one emotional can be experienced in a single experience. They may also show great ability to show or conceal emotional, utilize ways to predict feelings, and a capacity for genuine empathy. Another milestone in this stage is the development of a children's emotional intelligence, which involves the ability to monitor feelings of oneself and others, to guide and motivate behavior. Emotional intelligence have four main areas: the developing emotional self-awareness, managing emotions, reading emotions, and handling emotions. Building friendships. As the children go through their late childhood, the time they spend in peer interaction increases for them. Good peer relationships are very important. The approval and belongingness they receive contributes to the stability and security of their emotional development. Peer size also increase and less supervision by adults is inquired. At this stage, children prefer to belong to same-sex peer groups. There are 5 types of peer status. Popular, frequently nominated as the best friend, and one who is rarely disliked by peers. Average, receive an average number of positive and negative nominations from peers. Neglected, very seldom nominated as a best friend but is not really disliked. Rejected, infrequently nominated as a best friend but one who is also disliked by peers. Controversial, frequently nominated as a best friend but at the same time is disliked by peers. Popular children have the following skills which peers find very positive, and as a result, they become the most favorite in the group. Number 1, they give out of reinforcement. Number 2, they act naturally. Number 3, they listen carefully and keep open communication. Number 4, they are happy and are in control of their negative emotions. And lastly, they show enthusiasm and concern for the others. On the other hand, here are the characteristics of neglect children and why the group or majority of peers develop negative feelings toward them. Number 1, they participate less in the classroom. Number 2, they have negative attitude on school, tardiness, and attendance. Number 3, they are more often reported as being lonely. Number 4, they are aggressive. Family. Family support at this stage is crucial. If children do not find a supportive family when they find their interest, they can easily get frustrated. If family are primary support system failures and setback become temporary and surmountable rather than something that is attributed to personal flaws or deficits. This time is a critical time for children to develop a sense of competence, a highly quality adult relationship, specifically family relationships, enable them to successfully go through this stage of development. Big ideas. This module stresses that during late childhood, a wide variety of biological, psychological, and social changes take place across the developmental domains. As children progress through late childhood, the family environment remains extremely important, while the community environment, including the school, also become a significant factor in shaping the child's development. During late childhood, peers have an increasingly strong impact on development. Peer acceptance becomes very important to well-being. Implications to children care, educational, and parenting. Primary school children's socio-emotional competency should be viewed in the context of a children's developmental age. Healthcare provides teachers and parents should be able to gain understanding of their children's socio-emotional strength and weakness by encouraging children to talk about their feelings without doing it forcefully. Provide opportunities for children to build relationship with teachers and a few classmates. Remind children that friendship have their ups and downs and that occasional conflict that argument can be healthy. Design activities that allow children to work on their own and discover activities and hobbies that they enjoy. And lastly, model healthy relationships.